Welcome back, guys, to another video. Let's talk about the Tesla Supercharger Network. A lot of brand new stuff is coming out about it. And we also will be talking about Webull. This analyst financial research institution is giving Tesla a pretty good price boost and also much more. And last but not least, let's talk about Tesla and the full self-driving beta could be having a monthly subscription in early 2021. So that's something very big, and I will be getting into the subscription network more because that's one of the most important things. I think this is a genius plan for a ton of Tesla consumers. So let's just dive right into it and talk about the full self-driving monthly subscription. It's coming very soon in early 2021. And keep in mind that Musk himself has also confirmed this. This isn't words coming out of my mouth. This is Musk's words. So if you check out this exchange right here, someone said at Elon Musk, can you allow FSD to be paid for annually? Makes no sense buying FSD if I am leasing. And Elon Musk tweeted back saying, absolutely, we will be releasing the FSD subscription early next year. So it could be around January or February of 2021. And the funny thing is, January and February of next year is when the wider release of the FSD is out. And keep in mind that the cool thing about the full self-driving beta is you don't actually have to go in stores, and Tesla has to put the little hardware pieces in your car. Your car already has the hardware pieces. It's already super advanced with all sorts of different sensors. So all they need to do is just give you an over-the-air software update. And that is super simple. And this FSD beta will be allowing users to drive in the middle of cities, hands-free, and also transition driving from cities to highways and vice versa. It's pretty incredible. If you guys have seen those videos on Twitter and YouTube, we saw a ton of consumers having a lot of fun with the FSD beta. At this current moment, only a select handful of individuals got the FSD beta, but the wider release will be coming out next month, 2021. Hopefully that's the quickest. For the leasing experience, this is very important since a lot of individuals don't actually buy the vehicle, they actually lease it. And leasing, you don't really want to commit to $10,000 on the FSD. The full self-driving beta is very expensive. It's not cheap. It's like a price of a used car by itself. It's $10,000 and they just recently raised it from a price of $8,000. So 10 G's on just simply a software is very pricey. And I'm not gonna lie, I get it, there's a lot of tech to it, but I kind of wish that the full self-driving beta was priced at maybe $5,000 or $7,000. 10 grand is really expensive. Now, Musk has also made it clear that if you are buying your own Tesla and you like the FSD, you might as well buy the full package right now because it's the best option financially. I mean, sure, a lot of people may be tempted to not pay the FSD and just simply get a subscription, but in the long term, just simply buying it and just keeping it forever is the best way because the FSD price, this software, will be going up in the future because the more Tesla adds to it, the higher the price will be. So if you guys are still waiting if the FSD will be having a price cut, it's not going to happen. So you might as well buy it right now. Now, the cool thing about the FSD that I'm wondering Tesla should definitely be doing is, let's say I buy my own vehicle. I would love to try out the FSD possibly for 1 month. Maybe I pay $200, $300 this month just to try it out. And if I enjoy it, I'll just simply cancel it. Or maybe the summertime, like July, I'm going to travel and I would like to have the FSD on my vehicle. Maybe I could just simply have the full self-driving beta just for that month. And I just lease the software for that month. That will be a pretty cool subscription plan. Maybe do things on your smartphone and maybe after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't like it, I simply cancel it. That is something I would like to see from Tesla because this is simply software and it's not really a hardware issue. So they could easily lock the software or resume the software as I lease it or not lease it. I think that would be a pretty cool experience since not all Tesla users use the FSD on a literal daily basis. Most people like to use the autopilot when they're going long distance or maybe traveling to see a relative that's super far away, and that's when some people want to use the FSD. And second, let's talk about the Supercharger Network. Now, if you check out this exchange by Marques Brownlee, which is a famous tech YouTuber, and also Elon Musk, Brownlee said, serious question, why don't we have electric cars taking up Tesla and use the Supercharger Network? Now, Musk actually answered and said it's kind of low key, but Tesla superchargers are being made accessible to other electric cars. This is a first for me because I initially thought that pretty much Tesla superchargers are specifically designed for Tesla vehicles, but it's becoming more and more obvious that slowly more and more car manufacturers are coming out with electric vehicles, and a lot of these electric car companies do not have their own charging network. And Musk has already been reaching out to a ton of other car manufacturers and making an agreement for them to use their own supercharger network. Yes, you got ChargePoint. Yes, you got Blink Charging and EV Box. These are some of the biggest charging station companies in the world, but none of them have as good of a supercharger network as Tesla. And the supercharger network is already being made for accessibility for other EVs. If you check out Europe, there's actually some pictures of non-Tesla vehicles being charged up at Tesla superchargers. I think it's a phenomenal decision, especially how Tesla will be making even more money for this. If a lot of companies in the next 5 years are going for electric vehicles, and most of them don't really have plans to make a supercharger network, just leave it to Elon Musk. He will make the supercharger networks, he will make a lot of them, and he'll be charging a pretty high, hefty price for those other electric car companies out there. And this is another really good revenue source. Who knows? We always say that Tesla is a battery manufacturer. They're a software supplier and software developer as well. They also make these massive battery facilities. We could be seeing Tesla being more of a supercharging company as well. So that also adds in more valuation to the overall stock. Last but not least is Webull saying that 40% of Tesla sales in 2022 could be in China. Now, Webull is pretty big. The reputation is pretty decent. But what they're saying is the upcoming administration of Joe Biden will be making a huge move to combating climate change. Webull says that a lot of incentives and tax credits are most likely on the way, since at this current moment, people are not really buying electric vehicles, not because they don't like them, but they're pretty expensive. Like the Tesla Model 3 is $39,000. Now, if you add in maybe $7,000 of tax incentives, you'll get a lot more people buying. Now, Webull has also been saying that China could represent up to 40% of the overall deliveries for the EV leader Tesla in 2022. Now, 2021, we already know roughly what the sales are. It's going to be maybe 1 million car deliveries, and 550 of these cars will be produced in China. Half of those will be Model Ys. 100,000 of those vehicles made in China will be shipped to Europe in 2021 because the Berlin Gigafactory isn't fully operational. So in China alone next year, it's about 50% of the production. And 2022, when more gigafactories are being fully operational, China will still represent a hefty 40% of the overall deliveries. That's said by Webull, and that is pretty big. More news on the Shanghai Gigafactory because it's so big to the point they dedicated a whole entire new factory, which is a Supercharger V3 factory, which this type of facility isn't even here domestically in the US. Thanks for watching, guys, and comment below. Definitely subscribe for more Tesla news and stock videos.